Okay, so this is Friday, August 5th. We are at our campsite on the island on Sunbeam Lake. A beautiful campsite we're very happy about. I've got my shower bag up with unfiltered water. I have some filtered water in the bottle next to it. Dave is up at the top of the hill with a rope and a rock. Look at that, barefoot and everything. Don't drop the rock on your foot, whatever you do. That would not be good. And he is going to throw that, I guess, one of those branches up there. Not sure which one. Maybe whatever one he can get. To be able to put the bear bags up. So, it's, yeah. Well, you got it up there. There you go. That's how you do it. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? Okay. So we've got a rope on the branch. That's pretty high. It should be high enough. Yeah, I don't think any bear is going to go up there. Okay, should be good. Now, I am going to start making dinner. And, let's see. First of all, it is... Okay, do I have the zoom on here? Yes, I do. So it is 5:43, which is not so early. But our dinner today is going to be very quick. So this is what we have in terms of food for the rest of the day. We didn't eat all of our snacks today because of the apple Waldorf salad. See, Friday, August 5th. We have it planned here. I'm going to just open up the Ziploc bag here. One-handed opening. Now, why is there a big Ziploc bag and another Ziploc bag? I've already taken out all of our, in here were all of our snacks and our breakfast and everything. So as other things came out, the bag stayed. So for shepherd's pie, I've got my recipe here, what I'm going to be doing, and everything's in here. It's actually, tried it out at home, and actually really simple. Works really well. And we got some gravy. We've got our vegetable mix. And it has corn and peas and mushrooms and carrots. I'm going to be adding the ground beef that's dehydrated in there and pouring boiling water in there to rehydrate it. We've also got some seasoning mix for the meat. So once it's rehydrated, I'm going to be mixing it with this seasoning mix, which I just have to add some water to. And I've already written it up there at just over 1/3 of a cup of water. Then I'm going to be making the mashed potatoes. What I have here is butter herb. And if you notice, there's some speckles at the bottom and not at the top because I've added the milk powder, and up here it's a little bit darker. It's butter powder, the butter buds that I ordered from the States. And so we have something green to have with it all. This is asparagus, which will be dehydrating on the side. So I'm going to put everything dehydrating and then we can see what it looks like. Okay, just before I start making everything, so I've already added the ground beef in there. The reason I don't put it in before is because ground beef can actually go bad. It goes bad quicker than anything else. So even though it's dehydrated, it will only hold for like a week or something like that. So I usually dehydrate it, put it in the little Ziploc bags, and stick them in the freezer. And I only take them out when we come for the trip. Whereas this, I will have had it packaged longer. And it's okay to be together, and it's okay to be out for the longer. Now, I believe I've seen this before, my little pot cozy. So I made this pot cozy with duct insulation and tin tape. So the tin tape's along here, and you can kind of see the seams in there. Now in here I have pretty much my whole kitchen. I have added these 2 plates just because sometimes we don't really want to eat out of a bowl. We kind of want a plate, like if you're having pancakes or something like that. I don't know if we need to actually bring it all the time, but I guess it depends on what we're really trying to do. But in here's my kitchen. Now it's bigger than the last time, and that's not a good thing necessarily. I've got the pot in here, and that's the lid, which is a frying pan. And in here I've got all my utensils, which I'm just going to put in here for a while. In here I have my bowl and mug for Dave and I both. And then in here is my pot, which fits in there, and that's the rest of the cozy. So that's that. Now, in here I've also added some new stuff. So this is all my utensils that fit into my stove. In here I've got a sponge in the little Nalgene bottle for me to wash dishes with. We've got our camp suds to wash dishes with. We have the stove. Now I've put the stove inside of a Ziploc bag because as it's being used, you get all this sud underneath, and I don't want it getting everywhere, so I've put it into a small Ziploc bag, which makes it take up a little bit more space, but oh well. Now what I have in here, this is new. It's a grater strainer. So just over here you can see it grates. You can use that to grate. And this lip here goes up against whatever you're using, a cup, a pot, whatever, to be able to strain. So you still have to be careful because it doesn't cover the whole thing, but it's pretty good. It's a little bit big, maybe too big, but we'll see. Then I've got my spatula. So this is pretty much only for pancakes and for bannock, which we will be making tomorrow morning, both. Seeing that I will already have a dirty frying pan, I'll just make both right away. Everything's falling here. Now this is also new, and it actually came in handy already today. For pancakes, it's to be able to take the batter out, although I might not need to really do that if I can make the batter in a Ziploc bag, which I'm going to be trying tomorrow. But the nice thing about this as well is that it works as a measuring cup because it has just measurements there. It only goes up to 1/3 of a cup, but basically if you want a cup, you just fill it up 3 times. If you want a 1/2 cup, you go up to the 1/4 mark 2 times, blah blah blah. And it also measures tablespoons. So not too bad, because sometimes you need that. In here we've got, this is Dave's cutlery set. He likes having the 3 things, and it's pretty light. It's not too bad. I actually bought spoon, knife, and fork as well for myself in this material. I don't know, Lexan or something. Again, this is GSI. You can see it on the handle there. But the fork and the knife actually don't fit. And this was originally the only thing that was supposed to be in here, my spork. Because I can use it to mix, I can use it to eat, all that. And this is the handle that clips onto the pot and the frying pan. So yeah, all that fits in there, all that fits inside of the pot, and that's just my setup. So I'm now going to boil some water to start making dinner. So here's my asparagus bag. Here's my mug, which I'm just going to open up here. Okay, I'm going to pour the asparagus in here. Now, the asparagus, as you can see, look like little sticks, but they actually dehydrate really well, rehydrate very well. I'm going to put it just here because that's an easy place to put it. So I'm just going to clip this on here, make sure it's clipped on properly, and I'm going to pour the rest of the water in here. Okay, that should be enough water. I'm going to now put this in here. I've got the ground beef rehydrating in here. What I'm going to do is I have like a second, ooh, that's hot, bottom here. Just long story. But that will help me. I keep that in there. And I'm just going to put this over the cup to help it stay warmer. It won't do a lot, but it will be better than nothing. And I'm going to help Dave put up the tent, although he seems to have done it already. Look at that. Just while I boiled water, and he's good, eh? Oh yeah, he's getting really fast. Really good. Now, question of the day is, what color is this tent? Because when they asked us when we registered, I said yellow and Dave said orange at the same time. So I say it's somewhere between yellow and orange. Okay, fine, maybe it is. Golden yellow, light orange, something like that. Like, that's yellow. That over there is orange. Not next to the red. Not the red, but next to the red. That's orange. So anyway, we're going to, I guess, at least prepare the rest of the tent. And then I'm going to make the rest of dinner. And then hopefully we can still go for a swim. It is, let's zoom out here. It's 6:15. We're doing really good timing here. Yesterday at this time we were still trying to figure out frantically where we could actually get a campsite and stay. So we're actually doing quite well here. Quite happy. What I'm going to do now, and I've already got some of my stuff out here, is things that are going inside of the tent. I'm going to just throw them in right at the entrance, and then when I have time I'll fix them up. So that means my toiletries bag is one, for sure. My survival bag is another one. My clothes compression sack is another, so I'm just going to grab these two quickly, throw them in there. And now what I need to get from in here is my sleeping bag and my air mattress. And then everything else that doesn't need to be inside of the tent is going to be packed into my pack and cinched up with that yellow rain cover. Then I have another rain cover, which is black, which will go over. So it will have one under and one over, so that it keeps everything clean. And pretty soon my ground beef is going to be rehydrated, so I'm going to really start making dinner too. So it's dinner time. We're having our shepherd's pie. In my case, it's all gotten pretty mixed up. I added more gravy. I have some asparagus here. Dave is sitting over there having his. How's your shepherd's pie?
Very good.
So, Dave's of the opinion that this is so good that the bears are swimming over as we speak, and that we may have visitors. I hope not. But yeah, we're gonna have our food now, and then I think we're gonna clean up and then go for a swim. Sounds good?